Oh, good afternoon. Nice day out, sun shining, mid-afternoon. And just wanted to say thank you for those that have been watching and for the feedback and for questions. Please feel free to ask any questions and I'll try and ask them as I go along. I'm going to try and keep these videos short, just because I am. And yeah, we'll just see how it all unfolds. But one of the questions that I was asked was, why did I do 10 Vipassanas? And this could be a really long story, but I'll keep it brief. Basically, when I came back to New Zealand in 2010, I was working at a clinic in Richmond, and one day one of the women there said to me, have I ever meditated or done Vipassana? And I just looked at her like she was mad and said, nah. Although I'd been into lots of energy work and energy healings and, different teachings from Buddhism to Tao to all sorts, meditation was just not something I'd looked into. And then on the same day I went over to the North Shore and I went to another clinic where I was doing a course on craniosacral therapy, and there was another woman there who turned around to me and asked me if I'd ever done Vipassana meditation as well. And I just thought, okay, this is odd. I've never heard of this meditation before, and I've had two people that aren't related in different parts of the city ask me about this meditation. So I thought, well, it sounds like I need to do it. So I just looked online and realized that there was a course coming up in 2 weeks' time, and it was just before Christmas. And no, it was just after Christmas, so it was over the New Year, and I thought, I've got to do it. And all I knew was that it was 10-day, you take a vow of silence, and you meditated from 4:30 till 9. And just got to be careful of the traffic. And so I booked in. I didn't want to read anything or know anything about it. I just thought, I've just got to do it. And at the time when I'd come back from New Zealand, I was in a bit of a bad state, and I was suffering from really bad chronic fatigue. And so I did the course, found it incredibly hard, but when I came out, I pretty much turned into a tampon commercial. I was able to swim and run and cycle and do everything I needed to, and I was like a madman for about 3 weeks, exercising about 6 hours a day, because prior to getting the chronic fatigue, I used to be a personal trainer and teach kickboxing, and I was super fit. And so when I came out of the Vipassana, I had all this energy, and for 3 weeks I just powered my way through life. And then all of a sudden, after about 3 weeks, it just went bang, and I smacked, and I just hit the wall, and I was laid up for about 2 weeks. I didn't have the energy to get up out of bed, and it was like, whoa, okay, the chronic fatigue's back. But I knew I'd unleashed something, and I knew that I had to keep on going. And so a year later, I booked in for my second Vipassana, and that was a pretty intense session, because and I describe it like the first Vipassana was almost like I opened Pandora's box, and the second Vipassana was like I threw all my toys out of the box. So on the second Vipassana, on about day 4, as you're going deeper into the Vipassana, I was just and a big part of Vipassana is seeing the sensations in the body and observing them and not responding or reacting to them. And on about the 4th day, when we were going into the Vipassana, I was just in so much pain. I was wriggling and writhing on the floor trying to sit still. And I went up to the assistant teacher and I said, look, I can't do this. And he just said to me, Johnny, look, just go back into your room and lie down on the floor and just breathe. And he said, don't lie on your bed, lie on the floor. And I was like, okay. And he said, just do that as you need to. And I went back to the room and I lay on the floor, and it was probably because it was a hard floor and my vibration wasn't being lost in the mattress. I just lay on the floor and I just started vibrating, and it was just this constant. And basically for the next 3 days, apart from when we had to go to the hall to meditate through the Atitan, which is the hour of determination, or when I had to go to eat for breakfast or lunch, I just lay on the floor and vibrated. And by day 9, it was like I was really just wanting to get out of there. I wanted out. I'd packed all my bags. I just needed to get out of there. I was in so much pain and discomfort and anger, and I ended up talking me into staying, so I stayed. And after I came out of that Vipassana, I remember friends looking at me going, what are you doing to yourself? What are you going through? And I was just like, I don't know, but whatever I'm doing, I know I've got to do this. And I just felt completely raw for about 3 months after that second Vipassana. And I knew I had to just keep going back to, there was some answer in there for me. And I just kept going back, and each time I went back, I never went into the latter stages of the Vipassana. I just stayed with the Anapanya, which is the concentrating on your breath. And I stayed there, and just the 10 days complete break from internet, friends, people, telephone, drawing, any distractions, and just going in and being gentle and just spending time with yourself. I just slowly built my strength up and was feeling stronger each time. And then on my 9th Vipassana, I was feeling, this was, my 9 Vipassanas. My 9th Vipassanas, I actually did the whole Vipassana course, and I did it, and I was strong, and I felt like, whoa, I've actually done it. And I thought, that's it. And then when Mum was, I kind of felt like that was it for Vipassana for me. But then when Mum was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, which has spread to her stomach in September, something inside just said, I need to book myself in for a Vipassana. So I booked in and went on the waiting list for the one in February just gone. And that Vipassana was really, that was an incredible Vipassana, because each day of the Vipassana, it's like my love, my admiration, my sense of pride was just growing day by day, stronger and stronger for Mum. And it was just this love that I was feeling was just getting overwhelmingly powerful, and I was just feeling incredibly grateful. And yeah, it was pretty profound. And I just the day 9, it was sort of like I was sitting there doing the Anapanya, the hour of determination, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I just opened my eyes and relaxed, and I just looked around, and it's like, this chapter's over. And I was trying to work it out. Am I just trying to escape? Or do I need to go? Or do I actually really need to go? And then I was thinking, well, no, we get to talk to everybody. And Vipassana has been such a crucial part of my journey. And I'm so grateful for what I got out of it, that it wasn't really fair on me to stay for day 10 when people could talk and share their stories, because this part was over for me. And the insights and the wisdom that I've got from this is something that I need to keep for myself and honour the students that are there at their part of their journey. There's no, just let them be. And I didn't feel drawn that there was anybody there that I needed to speak to. And I spoke to the assistant teacher and explained my situation. And he asked me to stay for metta on day 10, which is when you send out love and peace to all beings. And I just had this really strong feeling inside that, I want out of here now. And as soon as I started to open my mouth to speak, it's like this buzzing sensation just started filling up through my legs, and I just started tingling. And it was just sort of like, I really don't need to stay another day to feel the meditation to send love and peace to all beings, and make all beings be happy, because I can feel this metta rising inside me. And I just felt so empowered and strong, and I was just like, I just need to go. I don't need to stay for metta. I've got metta. And they sent me away with their wishes, and I packed my bags up and waited till everybody had gone in for the next determination meditation, so that I didn't disrupt anyone when I left. And I sat at the entrance to the centre and basically said my goodbyes to the trees, to the birds, to the squirrels, to the rabbits, to everybody that was there, because I was just so grateful for my experience and what I'd gained from Vipassana and the insights and the strength. And it was yeah, it was goodbye, because on my 9th Vipassana as well, something really interesting happened when I, on the 10th day when we were allowed to speak, I came out from Vipassana and I'd been playing with my rings. I'm trying to keep this short. I was playing with my rings, and they were Mum's rings, and this was when Mum was still with us in this dimension. And I was playing with my rings and realised that I'd moved them around on my fingers, and I only had one of Mum's rings at that stage, and I'd put it on my wedding ring finger. And on the 10th day when we were allowed to talk, I went down to the brook, because there's a little stream where at night time it's got all the glowworms, and it's quite magical, and you feel like you're in Disneyland. And I just started speaking. I didn't want to speak to anyone, but I just started speaking to the trees and to the nature and to the divine. And it was almost like this wedding ceremony unfolded where I committed myself to the divine. And yeah, it was quite full on, quite surreal. So it was quite interesting that when I did the next talk, next Vipassana, that's what actually unfolded. So yeah, so that's part of the Vipassana story, but I'll leave it with that for now. And thank you all again for watching. So again, if you've got any questions tomorrow, feeling compelled to talk a bit about my mum and her passing and what we went through there. But for now, I want to send you lots of love, wish you all the very, very best. Hope everybody is well and happy, and big, 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 big hug. Looking forward to the end of lockdown when I can start hugging again, because I'm a bit of a hugger. All right, lots of love. Take care. See ya.